Hi there, Mick back, and this time with a response to Dave's 1 year anniversary competition around London, one of my favourite cities in the world. Thanks, Dave, for the competition, and also thank you for supporting A Perfect Prescription over the last year or so. Let's get it underway. Okay, first one, an album with London in the title, and nothing more appropriate, I guess, than London is the Place for Me. Now, this is a compilation from Honest Jon's, and the title is taken from the classic calypso-influenced track by Lord Kitchener, not that Lord Kitchener, that Lord Kitchener, called London is the Place for Me. A nice little jaunt which talks you through the benefits of London. Now, importantly, this album is on Honest Jon's, and when you are in London and you're on Portobello Road, as Dave suggested, well, certainly pop into Honest Jon's and Rough Trade to have a look at their selections available. Obviously, particularly with Honest Jon's, one of the best record shops in the world. Get on board. Okay, well, let's take it back up through Notting Hill. Let's walk along Bayswater Road. Let's cross Hyde Park and get to see Dylan at the real Royal Albert Hall concert in London from 1966. Of course, it was the Manchester gig that talked about the Judas comment, but this is Royal Albert Hall 1966 on Columbia. In fact, they do a fantastic job with all these Dylan reissues, and I do recommend the version of Desolation Row, perhaps the best ever live version of that song. So that's Bob Dylan live in London. Okay, streets in London. Look, if you didn't feel like walking all that way up Notting Hill Road and along Bayswater Road to get to the Royal Albert Hall, maybe you could just take a left at the end of Portobello Road and go to Ladbroke Grove. Now, Ladbroke Grove is the centre, I guess, of West Jamaican culture in London, plus also the centre of the punk community for the time, with Rough Trade Records initially being there. That's not the only track that references a street on this album. We have also Piccadilly Circus, which is in the centre of London, where 3 or 4 major roads intersect. This is Black London Blues by Ram John Holder. Easily my favourite album of blues out of London. Oh, there we go. Got a promo copy. Nice work. Okay, we probably need to pop on the tube now at Ladbroke Grove, and let's get a little political. And let's pop off and go into Westminster, and specifically number 10 Downing Street. And looks like it's 1983, and punks are having a bit of a trouble there. Adolf's come back to it, so punks have had to hang themselves. And their world's been taken over. They've got the guard in there, and of course we've got a puke punk on the back, which is probably more reflective of the UK 82 culture. Anyway, number 10 Downing Street, and this fantastic comp from Anagram. We've got Abrasive Wheels with Burn 'Em Down, One Way System, Give Us a Future, Newtown Neurotics, Kick Out the Tories, UK Subs with Police States, Angelic Upstarts, Woman in Disguise, Urban Dogs with New Barbarians, The Addicts of Viva la Revolution. Such a prime comp, and this is the final solution. There's a couple of other earlier ones in the series which are definitely worth investigating. Okay, time to hop back on the tube, and this time we'll go to Highgate Station, and we're not going to directly go to Muswell Hill, because when we go to Highgate Station, we're going to get at Rise Above Records. From Rise Above Records, we're going to do a bit of spend, and we're going to walk down the hill and get closer to Archway Station. and that's where we'll visit the Archway Tavern, which is featured on the cover of Muswell Hillbillies. Now, this title reflects Muswell Hill in London, and there's the guys there on their way, and helps talk about the urban gentrification of London in the 1970s. I do recommend you get off at the Highgate station because it's quite a steep and steady incline to get up to Rise Above Records. But certainly this names areas such as Holloway Jail, which was in Islington, and reflects the nature of London at the time. This is a US pressing, and there we go. It's on some Dynaflex. Now, of course, when in London, it's always good to visit these guys and that area in Soho. So don't miss that, but don't forget World of Echo and particularly the Record and Tape Exchange. You can go to the one at Notting Hill, which is world famous, but there's a couple of other around the place that you certainly need to visit. Okay, thanks, Dave. Appreciate the response, and talk soon.